Fellas, we need to talk. So we need to talk about the Ford HO engine. So what are my thoughts? What are my actions? And where are we headed with this as far as PD channel goes? So now, I recently discovered, I think about a week or two ago, I discovered that Ford was even going to make a HO. I don't know how long ago they announced it, but my research started when I released a video, give or take about a week ago, about the Duramax. Guys, I've talked about how I wanted to expand my experience, knowledge, and what truck should we try. So I ended up with the Duramax, personal kind of desire of mine. And what I mean by that, I specifically had the desire to check out a true Allison, 17 through 19. But the reason I'm doing 17 through 19, the L5P, guys, I was blown away. My best friend has a L5P. He was kind of torn between a 5th gen mega cab and an L5P. He got a pretty good deal on L5P and he bought it. And he's owned it for well over a year now. Excuse me. So I figured I'd try it. So I drove a couple times and I was blown away. But anyways, I was kind of biased towards it and I was on a hunt for one. Did not exclude the Ford, but at the time I got the Duramax, and hence I'm driving the Duramax. If you're new to the channel, I'm very much a Cummins guy. I utilize specifically the Cummins and the icing combo in my fleet, and that's exclusively all I've used besides two Fords. One was a 7.3 that was supposed to be some project truck, became into a local truck. Most expensive truck I've owned. It was a fun truck, but it was expensive. I had a lot of breakdowns. Whatever, we'll leave that alone. And then we had a 17 in the fleet. It was it was quite the truck. It didn't let us down. It did well. It did fairly well. We went through a lot more brake pads in that truck than the Cummins, hence the exhaust brake being weak. But yeah, that truck at 300,000 was not a Cummins at 300,000. If you're curious what that statement really meant, I will. I keep an eye on the comment section. If I get enough requests, I'll kind of do a parallel video and talk about specifics. But meanwhile, let's talk about the 6.7 Power Stroke and all its abilities, guys. I'm not into these fast trucks. Yes, I drag race my truck when I'm bored, or when I have the opportunity arises, and just in a good spirit, good sport kind of. But that's not why I buy a truck. I never cared to have fast truck. I never cared to build my truck to be fast. My trucks are used for truck things to tow, and I was always underlining the torque aspect of it. Didn't really care about the horsepower. It's nice, but I knew that the Cummins and the Ison were always slow trucks, and I wasn't going to ask them to do something they were not built for. So we got that one buried. So here I am expanding, exploring. The Duramax is the sensitive child in the family, super sweet kind of attitude, and it's smart where Duramax did. Now Ford is very much a more brutal truck. Call it a more rugged truck, live axle, heavier duty components to it. Anyways, I need to pull over and show you guys something that's very important to this video. But before I show you that, so Duramax, respect for not trying to chase numbers. Cummins was always top dog on torque until Power Stroke started closing in the numbers, and they've surpassed Cummins. I know it's a Cummins game, and I know it's a Cummins game. I know it's a numbers game, and I know Cummins will respond. But hey, 500 horse and 1,200 torque is very impressive. That Ford's willing to put that with a 10-speed tranny. I hope they're beefing something up with that 10-speed tranny, because I see those things. I could foresee those things popping left and right, man. I have a feeling that those 10 speeds just can't hold up to that power, but what am I? I'm just speculating. So we're going to have first-hand experience. Those 10 speeds are awesome drag racing trannies. They're fast, quick, call them efficient. Not quite the heavy-duty tranny I'd like to see in my truck. Hence, that's why I bought me a 17 through 19 6-speed, true and tried, heavy-duty. There's meat to the tranny. You getting the drift there? Ison, 6-speed. There's meat to that tranny. So you can argue with me all you want. That's my, you know what I mean? It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to buy it and kind of play with it. But when your livelihood is on the line, you stop bumping your lips and you stop testing stuff that you have any speculation of it going to fail on you. When push comes to shove and you are in survival mode, you're not going to be screwing around, is my point. You're going to buy something that's going to bring the bread on the table, okay? 500 horse, 1200 torque is not to be doubted. Obviously, they got those numbers. Obviously, it's making that power. So, 2 questions. How well can it keep itself together? And how long can it do it? So Paul being Paul, what do you think he did? He went out and bought one. Or should I say ordered one? Well, I'd be lying if I said one. I ordered 2. So, having the energy, the desire to test other vehicles. Now I'm not going to change my fleet. No, I'm not happy with the 22 Cummins. Cummins and Ram, if y'all are listening, why'd you do what you did in the 22s? You butchered it really bad, but this is a Ford video, so let's stick with the Fords here. This is the truck I want. Most likely, given the fact that they're going to knock out the working man's truck first versus the fancy truck. This is probably the truck I'm going to end up with. So this is a well-equipped working man's truck. If you're a long-time viewer, that's my thing. Get a well-equipped cloth truck or get yourself a high-end, platinum limited Denali truck and get the good stuff. This is nonsense. I don't know why you guys, the manufacturers, do it. Well, actually, I do it. It's the middle of the road. This is probably the one that makes you the most money. It's kind of leather, but it's a bunch of vinyl crap. And I'm not dogging on GM alone. GM, Ford, Laramie, Lariat, whatever this trim level is called. It's. And you're going to say, well, why'd you buy it? Dude, the deal that I got on this truck, I wasn't going to question the leather on it. Let's just leave it at that. So, I ordered 2 trucks. I told you why I ordered 2 trucks. No, I don't care about the redesign and the front end. I give 2 flying flies about it. The whole reason behind this order is the engine. That's it. I wanted that 23 high output engine, so I'll go through my order. For the curious ones, yes, it's $102,000. I have an agreement with the dealer. They'll just sell it to me at MSRP when it arrives. No markups. So, I got the new color. Specifically, I got the new color because it complements the limited interior. That's why I got what I got, and it's properly done. So, these are all my options. If you're curious, you could pause the video, look at them. The dealership I ordered this from, phenomenal dudes, but guys, come on, invest some money in a printer. You can't even keep white. It's so raggedy. It's a worn out printer. But hey, at least we could read out what it says there. All right, you guys can see the prices, what they're charging us for what. So, I wish this was color. So this color is like grayish, and this is like weird blue. Not 1-to-1 to the exterior blue that I got. Oh, there you go. Emerald blue. And this is I can't pronounce that. It's metallic tricoat. Oh, snap. That's an expensive paint job if you ever need to fix anything. It's the new color. It looks cool. It definitely complements the whole truck. It's a fun color, don't get me wrong. But it's not the charcoal that everybody knows that I order my trucks. Like the working truck, I ordered it in charcoal. So yeah, I mean, a limited's a limited. Ford, for whatever reason, they don't always, not every year do they offer a limited. It has a bunch of conditions and nonsense, but we'll leave that out of the pictures. So here's the working man's truck. First things first, gotta have that high output engine. My previous experience, a locking rear differential is do or die kind of scenario. My buddy learned that the hard way. Me and him went out overlanding. I have a Yukon with a rear locker, and he has a Toyota Sequoia that does not have it. I don't know. I think it has like a transfer case locker or something like that. Well, it didn't do him any good. Most of the places where he struggled in 4-wheel drive, most of the places I was able to do in 2-wheel drive with the locker. Obviously the G80 Yukon's locker is not the smoothest operating locker, but it did the trick. Some hate it, some love it, but besides how rough it engages, I have nothing to say about it. All I'm saying, just don't hit the skinny pedal too hard or before I engage. Once I engage, go over to town. Obviously, I'm rocking an 8.1, so I feel like that rear end's not going to hold up for too long, but we'll find out. This is a Ford video, so 275/60. So yeah, boys, y'all gonna be like, Paul had enough. He's going Ford, or he's going GM. Guys, I've been so busy with my companies, so busy that, you know, I kind of pumped the brakes, backed off, retired a few trucks, parked a few trucks, you know, fired a few people, let a few people go, kind of helped a few people go. You know what I mean by that. I'm blessed to have the team that I have. Kind of just taking it easy. Economy's not doing too hot, so that definitely doesn't help expanding. But as my regulars know, I've bought quite a few. I mean, given the fact that right now I think we're only running 20 pickups in my fleet, and out of those 20, 8 of them alone are 22 Rams. So I've purchased quite a bit of new equipment. Kind of freshened up my equipment, retired the old stuff for the most part. Some of them got sold, some of them just got parked. Most likely at this point they're going to get reconditioned and put back in the fleet, you know, probably 6 months from now. But that's not the point. Let's stay focused. Paul always had the desire. I always had the desire to have firsthand experience like this Duramax I'm driving right now. If you're new to the channel, I was always a Cummins guy. That's all daily. My daily driver still is a 2021 Mega Cab, but I'm just, you know, exploring this Duramax, and I specifically wanted the 17 through 19s. In one of my recent videos, I said, guys, let me know, and that's, you guys brought it to my attention that Ford's coming out with an HO, and that's what we're doing. I did my research. I'm very impressed with the numbers, so I ordered one. Let's talk about the interior. Ford, I think Ford has a very, as far as the dash goes, they hit the nail on the head on very well balanced. Where before, I would say between GM, Ford, and Ram, there's not much to talk about. Ram blew everyone out of the park with their dashes, right? GM, what they did for the 2024, specifically the Ultimate, right? Or the Denali Ultimate, I am blown away. I am very impressed with those guys. So, kind of hinting, you know, what's going to come after the Power Stroke. Once I feel like I got the Power Stroke figured out, I'm definitely going to go with the Denali Ultimate and check that out. Given the fact that, like any manufacturer, they'll knock out their working man's truck and then the fun trucks. I'm guessing the Ultimate, even though they're saying 2024, I highly doubt they'll release one in 24. I think it's going to be more of a 25 thing. So, we never know. Once the... Shoot, I should probably research. Maybe the ordering is available. I doubt it. The ordering banks for GM's 2024 trucks. I mean, we're still in 22, so I would assume it would be a 23 thing. Anyways, so once those are available, I'll put in an order for that as well. Given the fact that this is a 2023 high output engine, I got some time. I'm speculating probably April, May of next year I'll have the working man's truck. But by some miracle, if the Limited is around that time, I'll definitely get the Limited over the working man's truck. I'm suspecting the Limited is going to be like 6 months down the road. 6 months is a lot of time for me, given the plan that I have at this point. So I'll just go ahead and just keep my fingers crossed for the Limited. But if the time gap is too big, I'll buy the working man's truck like I showed you. My main goal is to get first-hand experience, examine the truck, test it in every sense that I need a truck for, and relay that to you guys. It's a journey. You know, at this point, it's 60% me, 40% for you guys, honestly. I know a lot of you guys are just hard-working men out there. You guys are here to watch the basics of the video, and to me, my videos are very low quality production level, but the fact that they're so informative, I believe that's why you guys are watching them. So please let me know in the comment section what exactly is the reason, you know. But given the fact and my suspicion, or just my speculation, I think it's very much needed to my audience, you know, to hear my experience, not speculation, but my first-hand experience, and relay it to you guys. What do I think here and there? Because lately I've been driving, I've been having the opportunity to drive around in quite various situations, meaning a lot of empty miles, some loaded miles, but I still have the opportunity to load up a 14K or 14 GN, 36 footer with single tire axles, so 7K axles, or get the heavy hauler, get the 10K singles, get the 10K duals, they're 40-foot trailers, you could well load them and test them. So given the opportunity that I have in this sense, I think I could help a lot of people by, hey guys, this is how it tows. These are the temps. This is what it's doing. And it'll help me grow the channel. And more importantly, it'll push me to grow the channel. There's plenty of content I could record for you guys. But all I've been doing when I have the time to kind of nail the highlights. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. It's supposed to be a kind of shorter video, but obviously me and my ability to talk sometimes. Anyways, guys, as always, may the Lord bless you. May Almighty find day in the comment section. Let it rip. I want to hear you guys' what your guys' thoughts about me getting the 23 and what I've spoke about. The whole Duramax and 22 Cummins being very poorly tuned and not rightfully tuned. They're chasing mileage, but they're hurting the after treatment so bad, and they're hurting the engines really. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. As always, may the Lord bless you. May Almighty find out. Ciao. To the next one.